Hey, so today I will be making some smoked ham hocks, cabbage, some rice. I'm going to be making some croissant rolls, probably some pinto beans and something else. I'm not sure, but go ahead and stay tuned. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Luminous's Intuitive Talks. So today I will be having a little discussion with you guys as well as cooking a little bit of dinner. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm cooking. We got a little ham hocks going. I'm gonna put it in some cabbage. I'm gonna get the rice going along with some crescent rolls and a couple of other things, so stay tuned. Let me show you what's going on in this kitchen here. Hold on. Alright. Yeah, we got the ham hocks going right now. They've been in there for about 45 minutes to an hour, so I'm gonna let them go a little longer. And alright, y'all, so these ham hocks are smelling so freaking good right now. I got the onion powder in there. There's a little bit of seasoning salt, some regular sea salt, some pepper. I got a little bit of this soul food seasoning as well, and a little bit of garlic salt as well as onion salt if I haven't already said that, and a bunch of herbs like parsley, oregano, all that good stuff. But you can add, of course, whatever you want to, and then put some butter in. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Luminous's Intuitive Talks. So today I will be having a little discussion with you guys as well as cooking a little bit of dinner. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm cooking. We got a little ham hocks going. I'm gonna put it in some cabbage. I'm gonna get the rice going along with some crescent rolls and a couple of other things, so stay tuned. Let me show you what's going on in this kitchen here. Hold on. Alright. Yeah, we got the ham hocks going. Yeah, so I went on ahead and added the cabbage to our ham hocks. They're already starting to fall off the bone, so that's great. That means they'll be extra tender and soft in the cabbage. Alright, so I got a little bit more cabbage to add, but I'm not going to add it until this boils down some. So right now I'm just going to add in our onions, and then I'm going to throw in my peppers. So after we added in our onions and our peppers, what I like to do, I already got the water as seasoned as much as I really like it. So, but I like to add a little sweetness in there. I love to put cabbage inside of sugar inside of my cabbage and in my collard greens, just to add that little sweetness along with that bitter green taste. Okay, so I put a little sugar in there. So now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of broth to the water as well, just to raise up the level a little more. And then we're going to let the rest of that soak on down and add the last of the cabbage and let it all go ahead and marinate and boil together. And we're going to mix in the sugar and the cabbage just to get it on in there. The sugar, our onions and peppers. Okay, just gonna mix that all up. Move that out the way to the side. Let's go ahead and kind of, like I said, I'm adding in more cabbage in a little bit. Alright, so here we go. Go ahead and add a little bit of our broth in. Now I don't have my beef broth, so I just went ahead and used a little bit of chicken. That's fine. I just need a little broth in here. So let's go. Okay, so we got that boiling down. We got the broth, the sugar, all our seasonings. Okay, we're boiling that down, and then I just have this last little bit of this cabbage to go ahead and add to it once it boils all down. But after that, we will be moving on to our next entree. Alright guys, so let's have a quick little discussion while this boils down. Alright, so let's talk about angel number 322. Angel number 322. Now, before I started doing this video, on the clock it said 322. And usually my spirit guides like to give me synchronicities through the angel numbers, through music, also through channeling. Really, Zai? Excuse me, guys. Don't mind my son. He's ready for a nap, so let me go ahead and put him down real quick. So as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. Okay, so let's talk about angel number 332. Alright, so Spirit's message for us today, we're going to talk about the cons of seeing Spirit number 332. So the cons of this angel number states that someone may not be being truly honest with you, but it's not out of malicious intent. So you could be dealing with a person who's probably, you guys are probably having some kind of conflict, but it's probably urging for you to look at it in a different perspective. Okay, don't look at it as in an angry way. Look at it as a different perspective and see where they're coming from with it. So now, let's talk about the pros of seeing angel number 332. The good side of seeing angel number 332 is a sign from your angels that they are always with you. As I told you guys, spirits, they like to deliver us messages and stuff through synchronicities, through nature, through numbers, through people, through messages. Okay, so the pro side of this is that they are always supporting you on your spiritual journey. And this may be them indicating that you may need to focus more on inner peace and compassion, which also aligns with the con side of seeing 332. Having compassion and understanding towards. So definitely when we talk about these things, Spirit could be asking you to just look at things in a different perspective. Don't always be so quick to get angry or, judgmental or, just take the time to hear a person, listen to them, see where they're coming from. What perspective are they looking at the situation from? Okay? I speak about these things when it comes to emotions and communication and expressing yourself through my book. Actually, let me show you guys. From this book, What's This Mess? More like What's the Message? In chapter 8, I discuss this same matter. Okay? I talk about how we should communicate and talk to each other, and you never know what's wrong with a person. A person could be talking to you from a hurt space. They could be talking to you from a place of anger. They could be talking to you even from a place of something that's like physically wrong with them or mentally wrong with them. Because in chapter 8, I definitely explain how sometimes we could be chemically imbalanced. So that can cause us to have a bad day and be grumpy and lash out on people or talk to them in a way we normally wouldn't. But that is the thing. We have to learn how to have understanding and compassion. Learn how to, be able to listen and hear each other out rather, than going straight to the punch of an argument or some kind of conflict. So definitely, Spirit wants you to avoid conflicts today and actually communicate, talk about things, work it out. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to this food. Okay, I just mixed in, as you guys can see, the last of that cabbage. So we're gonna let all of that finish cooking, and then I'm going to move on to our rice, and we're gonna finish this meal up right here. All right, let's go. All right, guys, so while we're waiting on that food to go ahead and finish up, I am going to do a quick book share with you guys from chapter 8, discussing the same type of situations. That way you guys could get a good insight on the things that I like to discuss with you guys when it comes to healing. So chapter 8 says, controlling emotions in a more effective way. So we're just going to read a little bit of that, probably like 2 or 3 pages. I'll probably do a entire book, chapter 8 book read for you guys again if you missed it, because I'm pretty sure I shared it already. But as you guys know, I repeat and share the same messages over and over again so that we may heal and learn and find different ways to go about life and be more prosperous and abundance in our journey. All right. So chapter 8 says, when we talk about the word emotions, we immediately think of what? Anger, sadness, anxiety, being overwhelmed, discouragement, and so on. We all have emotions, and we all struggle with dealing with them, some more than others. Having different emotions affects us daily and can be tremendously exhausting. Sometimes you get to where you want to. Wait, I'm sorry. Where am I? Okay. Having different emotions affect us daily can be tremendously exhausting sometimes. You get to where you want to rip your hair out, rip somebody else's hair out, or just completely shut down. The reason why we are so bothered by emotions is because we become attached to them. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. And what do I mean by we become attached to them? It's because we hold on to them. We don't know how to let things go. So, for example, if we want to forgive somebody, we tell people, I forgive you. But deep down, do you really forgive them? Are you still holding a grudge against them? Do you still have anger or sadness from whatever the situation may have been? So sometimes we have to think about those things. Okay? It says, we hold on to the way we feel until we self-destruct. In other words, self-sabotage. Being willing to learn how to let go and to not be so attached can give us more control over the way we feel and how we exactly express them and how we respond to these emotions. So, since emotions can get the best of us sometimes, let me turn the page. I want to discuss some great beneficial emotional management skills that can help us with better control. Every emotion has a beginning, a middle, and an ending. The beginning is what happened to you and how you felt about it. The middle is the dwelling on the situation and the actual feeling of what happened. And the ending is the reaction and the solution to the emotion. So we must always remember that whatever the emotion is at that time, know that it won't last, because nothing lasts forever. The past, present, and future play major roles when it comes to emotions. When we are discouraged, angry, sad, or depressed, It is because our emotions live in the past of what had happened. When we are anxious or overwhelmed, it's because our memories are way too focused on the future. You get anxious when we start to think about way ahead of the time we're supposed to be focusing on. So now when we're happy or feeling good, it's because what? You're focusing on a present moment, right? So we should ask ourselves, where are we focused? The past, the present, or the future? So I'm just going to stop right there because this does go on for a little ways. I think this is actually one of my longer chapters as well. So like I said, if you guys like what you hear so far, continue to stay with me on this journey. Continue to heal with me so that we may become prosperous in abundance in all aspects of our lives, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, okay? Overall, everything, okay? So also, I do book shares and stuff, and I also share poems. um I have a partner in poetry that I do collaborations with. His name is Drake Wright. So if you guys want to follow him or look him up, or anything of such sort, he's on Facebook. He's under Drake Wright. That's capital DRIQ as in question, and then his last name Wright as in right. Get it? It's ironic, but that's pretty cool because I think that's just spirit way of letting him know, hey, you were meant to write. But yes, that's my buddy. You know, we get it going with these poems, and I'm so happy and I'm glad and I'm proud to have met him because the collaborations are really awesome and they're perfect. They go hand in hand. He'll start the poem, I'll end it. Or we'll just work on it together. We do a few books. We have a few books in poem books that are out. You can go on Amazon. Our first one we wrote was called Truths of Self, Love, and Relationships. So please check that out. That's on Amazon. We have the ebook versions, we have the print versions. So whichever one works best for you, we have those. But definitely, if you guys want to tune in to us and our informations, and see what we talk about, see our journey of healing and striving for the best to be our higher selves, go ahead and check me out on my Facebook page at Andrea Simmons. That's ANDRIA Simmons, SIMMONS. Okay, so you guys could check me out on there. You guys could check me out on my Instagram at Luminous Libra. You can also check me out on, well, of course, here, because that's where we are. YouTube. All right. Luminous is excuse me. Luminous is Intuitive Talks. Luminous is Divine Healings. I do podcasts as well on Buzzsprout. I will have to do some more uploading on there because they do take them down after a while. A certain amount of days or months have passed. They take down the last podcast you had streamed out. So I will be uploading on there again soon. All right. So again, this book is What's This Mess? More like What's the Message by Andrea Simmons, okay, aka Luminous Libra. That's what I'm also known as. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to this food for you guys. Give me 1 second. All right, so here we go. Let's see what our cabbage is talking about. Oops. See what we talking about. Yes. So our cabbage is about done, I could say. Our meat's pretty tender, falling off the bone. Yes, yes, yes. So let's go ahead and move on to the macaroni. I'm gonna move on to those croissant. I might cook the croissants, maybe. But what I say, the rice as well. Let me go ahead and put the rice on. All right. So that's the cabbage. It's done. We'll move on to our rice. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and put some butter, some salt and pepper in our rice and let that finish on up. Okay guys, so for the rice, I just put in a little bit of that chicken broth, the water, I did salt, pepper, and butter, and then a little bit of parsley. So this is what's gonna go with the ham hocks and the cabbage, along with some kind of bread. I'm still trying to decide which one I want to do, the crescent rolls or some cornbread. Just give me a second to decide and I'll be back. Alrighty. Okay, so we got our macaroni. Go ahead and mix that cheese on in with that mac and cheese. Okay, let that go ahead and melt on down. Look how cheesy that macaroni is, baby. Yes, sir. Cheesy that macaroni is. Put some butter up in here. And then that should be done. As soon as it let it thicken up just a little bit more. Okay. Got that cheesy cheese. Alright, so I am done cooking. I got a cheesy croissant. I got some chicken rice with parsley on it. Some yummy macaroni. And then I got my cabbage and my ham hock. So that's our final result. Let me stop playing. So, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Luminous' Intuitive Talks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little segment. I will bring some more to you guys, some more book reads, whatever you would like me to do. So, thank you guys again for tuning in to Luminous' Intuitive Talks. I'll see you guys next time.